Hello. Yeah, you. Welcome. My name is Renaldo Allen, and welcome to Everything in Between. Now, if you're seeing this, if you're seeing me across your screen, or probably hearing me on your podcast somewhere, probably trying to figure out why are you here? How did you end across this? Who is this bald, bearded, handsome, pretty smile guy that you wassailing in this suckling voice that you're probably listening to? But I am him, and he, and I, all one. Again, my name is Renaldo Allen. This is Everything in Between. Throughout this podcast, throughout y'all listening to this or wherever y'all may be watching this, I'm going to be looking over at a notebook that I got jotted down. Just so for one, I don't lose my train of thought. And then for two, if I got any questions that I just want to bring up, comments and quotes and stuff like that. So don't mind me looking at that. I'm a little bit older, so my mind be forgetful sometimes. So y'all bear with me. But who am I? I'm a 17-year active duty military Navy guy. But shout out to my Marines. I deployed with them a few times, and we'll get into that a little bit later on as far as like my background and stuff like that. When I first came in, I was 19 years old. I was a high school dropout, but I ended up going back to school. Another story for another day. However the case may be, but I was a high school parent. I grew up without my father. So I had this chip on my shoulder, if you will, that I didn't really know how to get rid of. So coming in the Navy, I came in with that type of, at that particular time, I would call it aggression. But as I got older, I understand that it was actually, I was passionate about what I had going on. As I grew in the Navy, I ended up learning a lot about myself, learning a lot about other people, and then most importantly, I started going to therapy. That therapy thing is sort of kind of where this actually started at, where this everything in between started at, because I realized that a lot of young black men or minority men or people or men of color specifically, we was all sort of kind of going through the same thing. And ladies, I talk about men specifically a lot because, for one, I'm a man, but the things that I'm going to be going over in this podcast can also relate and probably will relate to you as well. But the whole premise of this podcast was really just to talk to my younger self. I realized that a lot of people really just don't care. To just keep it a buck with you, they really just don't care. And military people already got their own things going on, and they just like, we don't have the time, or they don't want to make the time to help, you know what I'm saying, the younger generation that's coming behind them. For one, it's a lot. It's a lot to take the time out to pour into somebody else that seems like they not even really paying attention. And I was that guy. I was that person. I was that sailor. But getting on the opposite end of that, I'm like, I gotta reach back because I knew what it was like to not get that help or be looking up to people that really didn't want to rock with me like that. And it's all good. Um, I did 6 deployments. My first 2 or 3 deployments, I was port and starboard the whole time. I'm an OS. I'm an operational specialist. So if y'all know anything about them OSs, man, y'all know how it is. Now on a carrier, it might be a little bit different. It's a bigger deck, but they might have more section. But for a cruise deck sailor, DDG, shout out to Sail Block 68, the Settlements from 2008 to 2013. Man, it was a crew, and we made it. But I learned a lot on those diplomas as well. Like I said, when I first came in, I had this chip on my shoulder. So I would, again, but some people call it aggression. Like I said, I was just passionate. But again, just learning about myself, I'm like, all right, cool. Let me figure out how to take everything that I've been through, bundle this thing up, and then give it back to these young guys that's coming up and young women that's coming up that could possibly make their career a whole lot better. Um, why me? Jump on YouTube and search military help or um what's something else. People that's giving military game or how to advance or anything, and you tell me what shows up. And if I could pause this thing for an hour and y'all just stare at me, I promise you ain't a whole lot coming up. At least not nobody that look like me, nobody that look like you, nobody that understands like where you come from. That chip, again, what some people would consider that as aggression, I look at it as passion. You look on YouTube, on Spotify, like look wherever you listen to podcasts or anything like that, and you tell me who you see. Don't worry, I'll wait. I did the research already. I didn't see. I started to see not a whole lot of people, but I just didn't see anybody. And for me, it shouldn't be like that. It should be more than enough people telling their story on these platforms that help the younger generation, but it ain't. But don't worry about it. I got you. My next thing says, what qualifies me? Absolutely nothing. Not a fuck thing. I, I'm just a person who cares, as my wife will put it, too much. I care too much. I hate seeing people that look like me be getting the short end of the stick just because they don't know how to maneuver through this thing called the military. The Navy offers us so much information and so much game, but we don't know how to apply it to what we got going on. We're going to always be in this endless cycle. I guarantee you, because I done seen it too much. Right? We could blame, oh, I'm black, so it ain't gonna work. Oh, they like this person more than they like me. Whatever excuse you want to give yourself, I already gave it to myself, and I know that it doesn't work. So let me save you 10 years, because it was almost 10, 11, 12 years when I really realized that, hey, I can actually make this thing work for me. So I want to save you some time. Little bruh, little sis, niece, nephew, call me aunt, right? I want to save you some time. For people that know me, the people that's close to me, ask about me. I'm a first class, right? But I got a couple of people that made first class before me based off all of my shortcomings. I say that again, I'm a 17-year first class. I know some people that made first class based off my shortcomings. Everything that I learned, that I went through, all the mistakes that I made, I said, hey, bro, this ain't gonna work. Little sis, this ain't gonna work. Matter of fact, one of my partners, he a chief now, and I met him as a third class. Again, he could have not listened to anything that I said. Granted, he still had to do his military time on his own, right? But I know I was a tremendous part of how he grew up in the Navy. I was right there. I was on his head every time. Again, as this podcast go, I'm gonna be mentioning people's name, and mind you, you can fact check me all you want. I promise I have no qualms with that. I want you to fact check me. So when you start doing that, I want you to understand, like, yo, this the only dude on this platform that's doing what he's doing. Listen to me or not, I'ma still be here. And I hope when I'm talking, when I'm having these conversations, and I'm hope when I'm doing what I'm doing, that none of this goes over y'all head, and y'all be like, all right, cool, I can actually listen to bro. I know I've had so many dope conversations with folks throughout these last few years that I wish I would have recorded, because I know it's somebody somewhere right now across this whole branch that's going through the same exact thing. I know it is, because I talk to too many people. I know it is, but it's all good. I'm about to create this culture. I'm about to create this community that's about to change all that. Guarantee you. Give me a little time. The one thing that I want to harp on again is nothing qualifies me to do this. Absolutely nothing, right? They're like, bro, we can listen to, the dude on the boat, he doing the same thing, cool, right? But I guarantee you, dog ain't been through what I've been through. I can't remember exactly how the saying goes, but it's something along the lines of, and I'll probably have to put it in the comments, but like a fool needs to learn from their own mistakes. A wise man can learn from others. Bro, be the wise person. Right? I want y'all to be the wise person. Learn from this fool. Cat them ass. DRBs, court martials. Learn from this fool. I ain't a fool no more. But at one point in time, for a long period of time, I was. From underage drinking to popping on the piss test to just doing like random ignorant stuff. I, I did all that already. Y'all don't have to do it. This thing called peer pressure is a real thing, ladies and gentlemen. Matter of fact, the next podcast, that's what we're gonna get into. Peer pressure. Peer pressure, perception, and patience. I'm pushing P. That's the next podcast. I'm pushing P. Yo, again, y'all don't have to listen to me. This first thing is literally just an introduction. I'm gonna dive a whole lot more deeper into like my actual story, but I just really just wanted to give y'all just a brief overview of why I'm even sitting here in the first place. I guarantee you, y'all can look online, y'all can look on internet, Twitter, whatever. Y'all gonna see a lot of people in uniform talking about a lot of different things, good, bad, or indifferent. I promise you, ain't nobody gonna be kicking it like me. I guarantee you ain't nobody gonna be kicking it like me. So again, yo, you don't even gotta listen to me. I do not gotta be your guy. But I tell you this, for the people that is gonna listen to me, for the people that is gonna hear the sound of my voice, I'm like, you know what? I can rock it, bro. I'm telling you right now, go ahead and lace your boots, shine your boots, get ready. It's about to be a long haul. Again, my name is Renaldo Allen. Right? Some people call me OS1. Some people call me ONK. Some people call me OG. Some people call me Big Bro. Just don't call me out my name and everything gonna be straight. All right. Yo, again, welcome to everything in between. If y'all see me, holla at me, ONK, Big Bro, OG, whatever the case may be. I can't wait to build with some of y'all, and I can't wait to hear y'all stories about how the things that I've said has impacted y'all life, has impacted y'all career. Yo, I got so many text messages and emails on my phone from like the people I already had run-ins with, some people I already had conversations with. That's doing so great, so great. And mind you, again, I'm not here to sell you on nothing. Right? As my podcast begin to grow, y'all probably gonna see some products up here from sponsors and different things like that. And mind, I mentioned my therapist. I mentioned therapy earlier. I'm a big advocate for mental health. Again, as this podcast get to going, y'all gonna hear me talk about therapy a lot. Y'all gonna hear me talk about mental health a lot. Y'all gonna hear me talk about mindfulness a lot because this is things that I practice to this day. To this day. If y'all know, y'all know. Shout out to Wilder. Yo, get ready for this ride. I appreciate y'all sitting for me for these couple of minutes. Again, this is everything in between. We really gonna talk about a little bit of everything. It's all gonna be military based, but it might not be. But it's literally gonna be everything in between. Hopefully, y'all got enough to say, hey, this is the guy I actually do want to rock with. This is the guy I actually do want to build with. And yo, when I tell y'all, when I create this community, I'm building this community. I want y'all to be a part of this community. I can't wait because some of y'all stories and some of y'all testimonies are going to help save somebody else. I promise you. That's why I'm sitting here, because I care. Right? So with that being said, I ain't going to hold y'all too much. Again, welcome to the show. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the journey. Welcome to the community. When you see me in the street, Uncle OG, is all love, man. Again, I'm Renaldo Allen. This is everything in between. So now that first part is out of the way, let me tell y'all what I really want to say. Nigga, ain't nobody gonna be doing what I'm doing. You can keep sitting there being ignorant, acting like you don't know, but don't nobody fucking care, bro. Niggas will leave your ass high and fucking dry. High and fucking dry. You gonna be looking crazy as fuck in the face, like, oh, bro, this, that, and the third, bro. They motherfucking hating on me. This, that, and the third. Okay, and what? You're not gonna beat this system, bro. You not, bro. Listen, I know too many niggas that done got kicked out thinking they could finesse and wiggle their way out of this, that, and the third, bro. These folks got a place for you, boy, and it's out their military. It's out of their Navy. Cause usually when you get fucked up, bro, you gotta sit in front of them folks. He doesn't belong in my Navy. That's what they gonna tell you. So you can sit there and keep playing crazy, little bro. Baby girl, don't nobody give a fuck about your funky ass attitude. Don't nobody care. Don't nobody care because it's that time of the month. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Can you show up and support whatever mission that they talking about? Yes or no? Because if not, they gonna get your ass on too. We already got so much shit going against us. We black. But that's not gonna stop the fucking show. Throw that shit out the fucking window. That shit is not gonna change nothing. But once you figure out what this black and white say, and you can maneuver within those lines, bro, you can fucking win. Right now, I'm in Manama, Bahrain. Yo, my crib, yo, this flat that I'm living in, this a two, whatever. Yo, bro, I was supposed to get fucking kicked out 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Fucking off with the, y'all was fucking off so big again as this shit started to go. Y'all can like, ain't no way he's still in this bitch. Fuck, look at me now. I don't know how to stress this enough. Like I say, again, I do care, but I really don't fucking care because my wife and my kids is taken care of. So me doing this part just because I want to. So you can sit there and listen to this shit and like, that nigga don't know what he talking about. Cool. When your ass get kicked out of your ass on a fucking corner somewhere, asking for somebody for $5, $10, $15, $20 so you can get some gas to get to where the fuck you trying to go, don't say I didn't warn you, bro. Cause you don't got no more medical and no more dental, no type of insurance. Cause you didn't fucking plan. Don't say, bro, then I don't say nobody tried to warn you. I'm here right now trying to tell you. But that's on you. I digress. Bro, my name is Renaldo Allen. I'm passionate about this shit because I fucking care. But y'all can play crazy all y'all want. Homeboy, homegirl. Play fucking crazy. These folks will get you the fuck out their military. And you're gonna be looking bogus as hell. Take heed to these words, man. I'm gone.